Hey everyone. Hi everyone. Welcome to practice. Welcome to practice. Oh, it's good to see you. It's good to see you. I'm glad you're here. I hope you're glad that you are here. Taking a moment to pause, do a little self-care, just relax. How's it going? How's your week been? We're partway through if you're watching this live. If you're not watching this live, it could be the very beginning of the week, middle of the week, wherever you're at. You can tell by my hair that it is humid where I live because my hair gets frizzy and curly when it is humid out. So I'm curious, is it humid where you live? Is it dry? Is it hot? Is it cold right now? We are just starting to see the changing of the seasons here in the Northern Hemisphere. The leaves are starting to change more and more. I'm starting to see some yellow leaves on the ground, some crunchy leaves, which I've already got to crunch under my feet. The sun is setting earlier and earlier. So it is definitely a mindful moment to start to become aware of these changes in the season. And if you take a moment, it can just be really beautiful to sort of pause and reflect, notice all those changes. So come on in, settle in, grab your water, grab your journal. I think something I'm going to start, and hopefully I'll remember to do this, pop it in the chat next time if I forget, but go ahead and grab your journal. And as we get settled in, and I like to do my announcements and my introductions and my education and all that. And while all that's going on, hopefully you're paying attention at least a little bit. But while we're doing all that, if you want to go ahead and set some intentions for today. Why are you here? What are you getting out of this? Do you need to just take a pause and take a breath? Is this the first time today you feel like you can come back to the present moment? Do you want to work that pain out in your upper shoulders and just noticing and relaxing and practicing whatever flavor of practice, just allowing the body to rest, loosens up that pain, that tension. Maybe you come here with an intention to really heal. Maybe you're working on something, knee pain, joint pain, IBS, cancer. Maybe you have chronic pain of some kind that you'd like to bring healing to. This is the place. Set your intention. Write it down, think it, and get comfy. We're going to do gratitude tonight. So again, honestly, I think any position is good for that. Maybe a seated position is a little bit better because you can have a little more alertness, a little more focus on the gratitudes. But if you need to lay down, by all means, lay down, be comfortable, pull up the blanket, pull under the pillow, whatever you need. Saide's here. Welcome, Saide. I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful that you are here. Come on in, get cozy. I was just saying, get cozy, settle in, whatever position is most comfortable for you. So if you need a blanket and pillows and you need to be on the couch or on the bed, do that. If you want to sit upright on a cushion, do that. If you're in a chair like I am, feet flat on the floor, forward on the seat, do that. Whatever is comfortable and right for you. So what is comfortable and right for you requires you to pay attention and tune into your body. And I want you to ask it right now. What do you need? What do you need? And sense into that. What is your body telling you that it needs? What position do you need to take for this practice? Whatever that is, let it be okay. We're grabbing water. We're writing intentions in our journal. Why are we here? Why are we here? We're popping those intentions in the chat if we feel like we want to share. Of course, no need. My intention tonight is gratitude. And my intention tonight is really to shift my mindset. So this week, and I know for some of you it's the same, this week has been a lot. It's been a lot, right? I'm sure that's true for some of you out there. Whether it's at work or at home, maybe you have kids are going back to school in a lot of places, right? There's just things can be a lot. And when they're a lot, for me, I can get into this mindset of all of the things that I have to do or that I should do. And so gratitude takes me out of I have to and I should to I get to. And that's where the power is. The power in empowered healing practices is you make the choice. You get to make the choice and you get to choose and you get to do the things. So it's a mindset shift. It also can help us shift from that victim mode to that empowerment mode, right? I feel like all of these things are weighing on me and I am a victim of all these things happening to me. And going into gratitude sort of shifts our mindset and helps us look around and say, look at all these things that I get to experience, right? Look at all these things that I get to experience. And it's okay if some of those are really hard. And we're saying, I wish that I didn't get to experience that. That's okay. No judgment, right? Bring in your mindfulness. Mindfulness is paying attention on purpose in the present moment without judgment. Don't judge yourself here. This is a no judgment zone. Whatever comes up, it's okay. Let it go. Let it be. All right. So for those just coming in, we're settling in and we are going to start our gratitude practice. Just talking about it, y'all, I'm already feeling a little bit better. So let's go ahead, settle in, take that comfortable position. Again, whatever it is you need. I'm going to stay upright, seated, both feet flat on the floor. I'm going to close my eyes because that's comfortable for me. I'm going to let my hands rest gently in my lap. You might have yours resting gently along the side. You might be lounging out on the bed or the couch or wherever you are. Perhaps you're sitting on the ground, whatever is comfortable and right and easy for you. And just beginning to take a few breaths. Easy breaths, not trying to change anything, not trying to make anything different or force it, just breathing. Let your body breathe. And stepping into our first gratitude, offering gratitude for that breath. Grateful that our body does breathe, that our lungs fill and empty, that oxygen goes into our bloodstream and is taken everywhere it needs to go. Grateful for our breath. Becoming aware of the surface beneath you, the floor underneath your feet, the chair underneath your sits bones, the couch, the cushion, the bed, the floor, the ground. Noticing every contact point between you and the surface beneath you. Grateful for the sensation of touch that allows you to feel those surfaces. Grateful for the way the surface supports you And maybe you sink into the surface beneath you a little bit more and let it support you a little bit more. Maybe for the first time today, you intentionally relax into the surface beneath you and you offer gratitude. Thank you for holding me. I really needed this. Bringing your awareness, just your experience of being just now, breathing, feeling, hearing, smelling, seeing, tasting, becoming aware of what is coming in through all those sensations. First, with awareness, what do you notice through those sensations, through those senses? And then being grateful that you have those senses to be able to pick up those things, to know your world, to gather information about it, the richness of your experience colored through your senses. This may bring to mind specific objects, smells, tastes, feelings that you might be particularly grateful for. What are some of those things for you? A soft blanket, your favorite meal, listening to someone say, "I love you," a hug, what are you grateful for? And now expanding our awareness just a little bit here, coming back to the past this morning when you woke up. Grateful for waking up, grateful for the way your body was able to move you from sleep to wakefulness to movement. Did you see the sun today? Grateful for the sun or any fresh air you were able to breathe. Grateful for the clothes that you got to put on. Can you bring this mindset through your day? Can you trace through your day and find moments, even tiny moments, where you found you could be grateful? Grateful for the vehicle that brought you to your workplace. Grateful for your favorite pen that you picked up to write that note, as it brings you a little bit of happiness. Grateful for the first taste of coffee or tea in the morning. Whatever's true for you. Grateful to hug that person as you left for the day, or as you met them later in the day. Grateful to see that fluffy pet, or maybe just an animal skittering in the park. Grateful for getting to leave the house, leave the office, leave the errand, leave the room. Grateful for coming back home, coming back to the comfortable seat, coming back to your favorite people, coming back to yourself. Take a few breaths, just breathe. And if this is challenging, acknowledging this is challenging, and go to that place that needs you. What is that part of you that's saying this is challenging, trying to tell you? What does it need? And can you send that part of you the love and nurturing that it's asking for? And coming back to the present moment where you are not here, you are here. Grateful for a little giggle. Where you are not in the past and you are not in the future, but you are right here, right now, resting, practicing, breathing, and as best you can, letting all the worries, the anxieties, the fears, the concerns, the judgments drop away so that you can just be. Grateful that you chose this moment to just be. Breathing in and out, letting your body just breathe. Can you sense the gratitude of this moment? I am so grateful for this breath. I am so grateful for this practice. I am so grateful I chose to show up tonight. And not moving on too quickly from that. Stay there if you can, because that's all there is, just here, just now, basking in this moment of peace, of rest, of healing, of freedom. If your thoughts expand as we're coming to the end of practice, I invite you to allow them to expand in gratitude, finding those small moments, those small things. What is it that you get to do? What is it that you get to have in this life? And now, as we end this portion of practice, coming back to this moment, let's just solidify it with some structured phrases. We'll do this 3 times. Our typical empowered healing phrases. Repeat after me. I am grateful for this moment. I am grateful for this breath. I am grateful I showed up to practice tonight. I am grateful for this moment. I am grateful for this breath. I am grateful I showed up to practice tonight. And one more time, and I've got my hand on my heart. You might choose to do the same. One or both. I am grateful for this moment. I am grateful for this breath. I am grateful I showed up to practice tonight. Release your hands or leave them where they're at. 3 breaths with me. Breathe in and out. Really release on these. Breathe in and out. One more, big one. Breathe in and out. Release your hands. And taking some tiny movements, move your fingers, wiggle your toes. If you're sitting, maybe rubbing the tops of your thighs. Giving yourself a big hug. Physiologically, this is really good for you. It really helps get some of those beautiful neurochemicals flowing. Get you some oxytocin. Stretch. Let it out. Stretch it out. Maybe shake it out. Feels good. We're going to end. I've got a couple of announcements, but let's go ahead. If you have it handy, let's grab a journal or some paper. If you don't, that's okay. We'll just do it mentally. But go ahead and grab some paper. I'm going to grab a swig of water. And we're going to write down some gratitude. So if you have it handy, go ahead and get started. I'm going to challenge you. I'm going to do it with you guys too. So I'm going to challenge you. I know Saide's watching. I see her in the chat there. I've got a piece of paper that says happy birthday, Saide. So I know it's not your birthday, but this piece of paper is reminding me that it was not too long ago. So go ahead and write down some of those gratitudes, either from practice, things that came to mind today, while we're practicing, maybe something new as you're writing. Maybe it's hard to feel authentic in the gratitudes and you just want to steal some of the ones that I mentioned during practice, that's okay. That's okay. So I'm going to encourage you to write, I am grateful for, and write out a list. Keep it small, tiny if you have to. This breath, this moment. As you're writing, I'm going to encourage you to phrase this in terms of what you get to do. So I'm writing, I am grateful for, or I'm grateful that I get to practice tonight. Just take another minute here. And if you need more time, I know that probably was not long enough to write down 10 things. Keep writing. I have a couple announcements for y'all. Saide says, I'm grateful for empowered healing practices, and we are grateful for you. So grateful. I am also grateful for empowered healing practices. I think we get to do some really amazing things here. I'm grateful that I get to be here and that I get to take us through practice. And, you know, life is busy and this is a commitment, right? It's a commitment to come to practice. It's a commitment to lead practice. And I'm so grateful that I get to do that. I'm so grateful that I get to do that. And I'm so grateful that you all are here. So as you're writing down your lists, I'd love to see them in the chat or in the comments. One thing I am so grateful for, and you will see in the description down below. If you were here with me last week, you already know this. If you're on my email list, you already know this. If you're in my Facebook group, you already know this. But if you are new and you're just hearing this, a great, exciting announcement. We have just launched our first full-length program here at Empowered Healing Practices. So you do not want to miss out on this. It is 12 weeks of healing, education, small group support. It is my whole heart poured out into a course. I am telling you, you are not going to want to miss this. So it is called Empower Your Healing, a 12-week journey to mind, body, wellness. Again, the link to learn more about everything is down below. Please check it out and let me know. Do you have any questions? You can reach me through email, through Facebook. You can put a comment in the comments down below and I'll respond. So just let me know what you need and get enrolled for this program because it's everything. It's everything that I want to share with all of you. So I know that's kind of vague and high level, but all of the details are again down in the link in the description box. So just go ahead and click that. It'll take you to the landing page, tells you all about it. So chock full of new and specific practices for just for the program. Again, it is going to be a small group, so you have that small group support. We've got some really great reflections that we're going to be, and questions that we're going to be teasing apart and working through together. And I've got a lot of great education that I want to share with you all, because if you are on a healing journey, there is so much more that we can do. And there is so much more healing that is available. It is all science-backed. I am now rambling, so I will stop, but please do check it out and let me know what questions you have. I am so glad you all came here tonight. I am so glad I came here tonight and that we got to be here together. So with gratitude and sending you so much love and light, I will see you all next time. Bye.